Hey everyone, this is GMRX here, and I'm here to talk about WWE Roadblock Fallout. So we opened up with the New Day taking on King Barrett and Sheamus. New Day won, because New Day rocks! New Day rocks! And they premiered their Bootio cereal, which is quite a comical bit. You could be, as boring as Del Rio. You could look as stupid as Sheamus, and you could be the king of nothing, like King Barrett, and they didn't have time to make something for Rusev. It is a pretty funny bit. Big E hit the big ending on King Barrett. I know King Barrett's on his way out, so I think they're just going to be making a fool out of him until he's gone. They should try to keep him, because Barrett is very talented. I mean, if you saw the Nexus back in 2010, you'd know that Barrett is a great performer. He's great on the mic. He's not your Daniel Bryan in the ring, but he's good in the ring. He's good by WWE standards. So, yeah, his push kind of was deflated after he fought John Cena back in 2010 at TLC. And I got Grimace here, who's acting like a damn fool. You're being a fool, Grimace. I'm trying to do a video here. Here you are interrupting. Anyways, what else happened? I'll go over the 4 matches that happened that were originally scheduled. And then there was some bonus matches, but I'll cover those afterwards. Let's see. Cass and Enzo and Cass lost to the Revival. That was that was the only one I predicted wrong. I think everybody predicted that one wrong. My guess is the reason they lost is so Cass and Enzo could be called up to the main roster. That's the only reason. But I mean, plenty of NXT champions have showed up on the main roster. I mean, Kevin Owens was NXT champion when he showed up on the main roster. Who else? Sasha Banks was NXT Women's Champion. Paige was NXT Women's Champion. So it's not unlikely that an NXT champion would show up on the main roster. So yeah, that one was a little... And I'm not really a fan of the Revival. I mean, what are they the Revival of? Shitty tag teams? Seriously. They got a cool finisher, but that's like all they got going for them. But, yeah. So that happened. I predicted that one wrong. Brock Lesnar faced Bray Wyatt, supposedly, but it ended up being a handicap of Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt against Brock Lesnar. And Bray Wyatt kind of walked out on Luke Harper, and it was basically Lesnar versus Harper. Lesnar obviously won, but Luke Harper put up a hell of a match. He definitely, I've said it before, he's the best member of the Wyatt family. He may not have the mic skills, but he's got the ring skills, and that's what matters. That, and he's got the look. Luke Harper is definitely... he's definitely, I think, the hidden gem of the Wyatt family. He's definitely the best member, in my opinion. And he put on a hell of a match against Lesnar. Couple big boots, the rolling discus clothesline. He got some offense in on there, and it worked pretty good. But Lesnar took him to Suplex City. I think it was 7 suplexes. And then the F5. Pretty much. But it was a good match nonetheless. Entertaining. But yeah, Bray Wyatt just kind of left Luke Harper. I don't know if that means he's out, or if it's just that Bray Wyatt was so scared of Brock Lesnar. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. What else? The main event. Oh my god. There was a close call where Ambrose did get the 1, 2, 3, but his feet were under the bottom rope. But if you saw that 3 count and how the crowd reacted, you know that as long as Dean Ambrose does not get injured before 2017, I'm pretty sure he's going to have the WWE Championship as long as he stays injury-free up until 2017. I'm willing to guarantee it. Because the match he put on with Triple H was I don't think Roman Reigns is going to be able to put on a match like that with Triple H at WrestleMania. I don't. But no, Ambrose stole the show, as he usually does. He's why I watch it today, and he doesn't disappoint. He hasn't gotten injured yet, and hopefully he doesn't. Seriously, I mean, I could see big things happening to him before the end of the year. It'll be interesting to see. Now we had some bonus matches. In no order, I'm just going to kind of go off. Let's see. One match was Chris Jericho took on Jack Swagger. Pretty decent match. I mean, it's kind of your basic kind of filler match for a pay-per-view in terms of Jack Swagger. Well, I mean, he put on a good match for his standards. Jericho, put on a great match as always. He made a Bret Hart reference that the crowd didn't really like too much, and there was somebody in the crowd with a "Get Well Bret" sign, and Jericho ripped it in half. Classic heel shtick. But Jericho, he walks on very thin ice when he's trying to be a heel. Like he kicked the flag in Brazil, I think it was, and he got suspended for like 60 days, something like that, a couple of years ago. He knows how to be a heel, but sometimes he takes it too far, and I think some of the stuff he said about Bret, the things he said about Bret, and the thing he said, and then ripping up the sign, it was kind of like, you got to be careful, Jericho, tread lightly. But he won with the Balls of Jericho on Swagger. Swagger tapped. Swagger, like I said, he put on an okay performance for him. But ultimately, Jericho won. What else? Natalya faced Charlotte for the Divas Championship. Ric Flair was losing his shit at ringside, just in his typical Ric Flair fashion. Cracks me up, though. Really can't wait to meet Ric Flair next month. That match kind of ended. I mean, Charlotte cheated. She had her feet on the ropes and pinned her 1, 2, 3. But, it was a good match between the two of them. A lot of submissions and, a lot, just back and forth action. It was a great match. It really was. And it wasn't a squash match, which was good. So, it was back and forth. It was a great Divas match. I'm really excited to see what WrestleMania brings for the Divas division. And then the last match, and definitely not least, Sami Zayn took on Stardust. This match was amazing. Seriously, I can't describe it. I can't do it justice. This match was just something you had to see. It wasn't even planned. We didn't know about it until it happened. It was a great match, nice back and forth action between the two. A lot of, high-flying offense and just awesomeness, crowd was definitely into it. I think mainly because of Sami Zayn, but, Stardust did really good as well. Why Stardust hasn't been pushed lately into a title picture, maybe the U.S. title, is beyond me. He deserves a run with the U.S. title, I think, at least. It was a really great match between the two of them. They definitely I think that was the match of the night for me. That and the Ambrose and Triple H, you know. And Triple H, Bret Hart said it best. Triple H has never had a great match. He deserves to have a great match, but he never did. But last night, he did. He definitely had a great match last night. He finally had that match. And it was with Dean Ambrose, and you can't go wrong with Dean Ambrose. You know, he definitely finally had that great match that he deserved. And I'm glad it was somebody like Ambrose to do that, you know, to put him over like that. But Sami Zayn, Stardust, also great match. Sami, you know, looked great. Stardust looked great. You know, it's just a good match. You know, if you got the network, go watch it. Watch those two matches. Like, and watch a Divas match. Watch the whole thing. You know what? The whole thing was awesome. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, it was a good event, you know, and it was cool that it was WWE Network exclusive, you know, so it's not like everyone could have seen it. Definitely worth checking out. I give it the green light. Go watch it. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this one up. So like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook fan page, and I will see you all later.